Hi Taurus, how are y'all? My name is Ascending Synergy Tarot. I'm going to be doing a July Spirit Guide message here for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. This is a general message. If you're looking for a personal session with me, you could click the link below, ascendingsynergy.com. And what else? That's it. So let's see what your spirit guides have for you, the collective of Taurus, for the month of July. What messages, spirit guide, that you have for Taurus? Okay. We have 4 that came out here. So we have confidence, intention, frequency, and enlightenment. Wow. This feels very foundational as well. So you guys could actually be transitioning into this energy where it just feels like you're on the highest forms of energy here. You're doing things intentionally. And because you are very, very aware of the actions that must be taken for your highest and best good. You are definitely an enlightened soul here. And again, for some of you guys, this is something that you are transitioning into, where confidence, I feel like I want to read out loud, because this one feels more so like you already having it. And then there's something also here where I feel like we're emerging into trusting our instincts, trusting the decisions that we make for ourselves with confidence. So let me read it. 80. Yep. Breaking down to an 8. That's all about, self-assurance, wisdom, certainty, challenges that were overcome. So we have the energy of confidence stimulates you to make your choices based on your level of confidence. Everything happens for a reason. You should feel confident knowing that you cannot make any bad choices. The choices you make merely determine the length of the road ahead of you toward reaching your goal in this lifetime. I was gonna say Pisces, so you could have Pisces in your chart, or this is involving the Pisces. But Taurus, wow. I feel like you guys are definitely stepping into the choices that you're making on the highest and greatest good for yourself. Others of you guys, this is something that you have already been practicing and doing. Yes, Taurus. Let me pull another activation card here. Overall theme energy for you. So we have here romantic love. This is surrounding your romantic choices, your significant others, the ones that really keep you in an obviously high vibratory space. It's intentional, it's pure, it's authentic. It's coming into authentic connections with others, enlightened. You're choosing dynamics that are only enlightening, and they're of a high frequency and of that sort. And frequency just meaning someone who just uplifts you, to encourage you, they're matching your frequency of energy. It's not you're on the same vibe. You're on you feel it soulfully. It's a connection on that soulful realm here. And we have the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Wow. Again, I'll keep wanting to say Pisces. So Taurus, this really, I'm getting heavy Pisces energy off your reading. This feels like you're really stepping in and transitioning into every dynamic of yourself. This feels like something that completes you. Jeez. Or a striving for those connections that kind of, it's kind of one of those things where it's like soulmate. Okay, this is feeling more like a soulmate based type of energies. This is just not with romantic love. This with, you know, soulful bonds with others in forms of friends and family. You know, something here, even doing business together, it has to be from a conscious state, an intentional state, authentic state. But for me right now, this is surrounding soul bonds with romantic partnerships. So let me see what area this is in your life. Taurus spirit. We have the 6th house. We have Jupiter, and then we have Neptune. Oof. So, wow. This for me, this is pretty powerful. You're literally working on creating atmospheres that are, again, what you long for, what that true dynamic is. Again, going into that void. Also with what you fantasize that are very, again, intentional, foundational, of a higher frequency. It's making those choices, you know, with that we put in our you know, our work ethics, and in regards to our health. The health also is very important when you think about what you long for. Is this healthy for me? And more so, your confidence and courage is coming up here as well, so that you can know that whatever choices that you make for the health of you, for your well-being, your overall well-being, is of what you truly desire, what you truly yearn for. And it has a lot to do with soul attachments, has a lot to do with knowing, making the right decision on a high vibratory, enlightened soul here that's pure and authentic. Some of you guys, this is advice. This actually is advice. Make the right decision for your romantic partnerships, because if you typically go for people who are surface based, look on the bottom of the deck, we have partnerships. So if you make these decisions based off the intention to, it's not your true intent to be with them, it's going to play out really, it's going to play out in a space where you know that this is not working out. It's not spiritually aligned to you. It's not what your soul calls for. It's not what you fantasize and long for. Making decisions based off the true intent of your health, of yourself, mind, body, and soul, right? That's what you long for, and that's the thing that, you know, we decide on. And I feel like spirit guides is going to constantly provide insight for July, for you to determine what choices that must be made for you. So let's open up the tarot for Taurus. I have a little bit of a tingle in my throat, and Taurus, you are the rulership of the throat. And I feel like some of you guys don't have a problem with speaking your truth, but it's selective. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you this month to speak all of your truth, what your true desires are. They're healthy. If you didn't know, your desires and your yearnings are of a high vibratory interest, okay, of yourself and with connections with others. You don't have to hide that aspect. If you guys are hiding that aspect of what you truly desire, you guys are in partnerships that do not have this, it's time to examine the choices that's needed to be made for you to go after what you truly yearn for. And that's the self-belief, that's confidence in knowing that you're making the right decision. Because it's healthy for you. You know it's healthy for you. So we have, wow. Okay, we have, sheesh. Okay. So we got some water and we got some earth here. So this could definitely involve you as a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then also I have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. I have a lot of energy here. This is interesting. Taurus, I'm at a loss for words right now because this energy is a lot. This is giving me also, you got two separate people on the end here, okay, that are both in reverse, a man and a woman, okay. Someone's deeply hurt, regretful. Also, someone is very emotionally manipulative, and they use their emotions as weapons. Also, I'm also getting someone who's emotionally unavailable to provide you the security and love. Or someone just is very immature in how they view their emotions, or how others' emotions, how to truly embody empathy and compassion and understanding and of that nature. And it just feels like this energy is more so non-committal, or it's just feeling like someone who also is very stubborn, and I'm even getting overindulgence. And it could be of the sexual nature here. Okay. But for me, I'm getting that there's an attachment to some very low vibratory energies. And what you're feeling is that you want to proceed in love, proceed in spiritual bonds, proceed in fertility, creations, things that are of a very good vibe feel, right? And there's something that just keeps happening. There's not no transformation that's taking place in some sort of dynamic, if this is a relationship, or even something here where there's just a possible toxic connection. And or if it's just a sexual bond, because at the end of the day, I feel like that's the chains that are bonded to someone that are just not compatible with each other. It's both parties are mature adults, but they have a lot of self-realization that they have to do separately, because each one of these people have different ways of going about things, that they're kind of entertaining their demonic nature. And again, we all have our angelic nature, and we all have those bad traits, okay? And something that we must take self-examination in, so that we then can transform and have a rebirth stage in what we truly desire, of a high vibratory frequency, and also with authenticity. Because I have the strength card here in reverse, and that lets me know that something here is not being proceeded in a sense of intention. The intentions here feels very off, because someone's not having a self-realization. I do feel like two people are not in the self-realization component to see things that they must transform and transform out of. It's like not taking that time to of separation, where you need to meditate, reflect, recall, and see what needs to be removed so we can move forward in our life. If this is also someone coming back into your life, I don't see anything changing from the dynamic. And that brought you into a space of terrible dreams and anxiety, and the words people use are just it's hurting you to the degree that it can be inflicting on your confidence. Taurus, so just be mindful of not applying all of these different experiences that you have experienced, right? So that you can learn from these lessons, so that you can have new opportunities come in that are sustainable, especially to what you authentically want out of connections. Because at the very core of your subconscious, there's a level of just sadness, confusion. I don't feel like I'm aligned with someone that really ignites my soul. This is you aligning up with people that's more so on your soul, on your soul level, okay? Because if you continue to pick this temptation energy, you're only operating from a place of lust. And again, that's the thing that needs to be transformed. Facing your demons, seeing what's stopping you, that's really connecting you to something that's very more so very higher than the 3D. Yeah, from the 3D. Wow, very, very spiritual message coming through, Taurus, because it's like you gotta fight these demons off. Something has ended or will end that has really burnt you the fuck out. And I feel like it causes you to realize that you have a lot of healing that needs to be done within yourself. Why did this defeat you? I see a lot of swords here, so I feel like someone's communication style is intentionally to hurt you, demean you, strip you of your confidence. And it could be projection, because they too might be lacking confidence and self-belief and self-awareness, where they might have to let down their burdens to see that they're deeply hurt. I feel like someone is looked to prove themselves, whether this is you or them. They were looking to prove themselves and taking on so much burdens because it was a lack of love from themselves. And in order for them to work on something else so that someone could see them, they take on burdens so that someone can actually see them, because they don't really see it in themselves. And I'm talking about in terms of love. And I feel like this person is starting to realize that's a bad idea to go about this. Someone is understanding they have to let burdens go that's not theirs and really focus on the deep healing tactic that they need to go into self-love mode. They need to go in self-love mode, because that's not how you orchestrate love. This is an energy where just two people are aligned. And it's not coming from a place of sexual bondage and connection. That dynamic, that karmic experience, that understanding that this has to be under control, because that's where all of the unalignment takes place, where we're entertaining our lustful ways, moving slowly but surely into an understanding of what authenticity means. You got the Strength and the Devil card here. That lets me know that it takes strength, it takes courage to say no to your demons, say no to our shadow, say no to, not our shadow, because our shadow has a lot of messages here. Someone's essentially someone's not realizing that the law of attraction and their magic to create the reality that they want stems from them needing to go through their shadow side and understand what this dynamic is for them. Everybody has a different shadow. One individual shadow is stubbornness and overindulgence, but they have hope. It's a hopeful situation here. They're starting to heal this. I also feel, and this could be the masculine energy, the feminine energy. Let me just see what this is. Oh, that's too many, spirit. This feminine energy feel like she just putting the burdens down. Let me just clarify this. Yeah, someone is going into passions. Someone is looking to stop being someone's stopping procrastination. They're starting to see the beautiful energy of themselves. They're going into their passions after a moment of not doing anything or not believing that, hard work pays off. Someone realizes that they are the abundant one. If they utilize their resources and understand that less persistence and determination and just also being in a space of love energy. This can also be someone's mother figure or grandmother figure giving them this advice as well. But someone is like going towards their passions and also just having new energy in their life. Someone could actually start up a new passion. I do feel like someone has found a passionate connection after something that was very arduous and hard, and you could have kids with somebody, or this also feels like a reconnection where you both have healed. You both have understand it was y'all individually in the way of something that could be very harmonious and connective, and both parties have to be willing to be in a higher vibratory space, meeting each other on the same high vibratory space, or it will not work out. Someone has to now make a decision that, hey, I went the wrong way. I need to go the right way. I am getting that energy too. Alright, so let me pull some advice here. Oh, High Priestess. Wow. Yo. And I kept wanting to say Pisces your whole read, and I'm telling you, it feel like you got a lot. Again, Neptune is here. This is you moving in another direction. Okay? You're going into a space of what you might even be going through a spiritual enlightenment right now. Some of you guys are actually in transformation mode, and it's transforming you to see your demons, to be honest with you, the things that gives you anxiety, and the things that on the other side, when we get our sexual expressions satisfied, let's say that, we then see the bondage that places on our soul, because now we're bonded to motherfuckers that just aren't aligned with who we are. I mean, it's just what it is. It's the truth. So once you start telling your truth and confidence and knowing that that's your truth, you then can have this beautiful, wonderful, healthy dynamic and connections with people who are aligned with you. But you have to be aligned with you first. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is you being aligned with you first. You have to go through this spiritual transformation to go align yourselves with things that you truly, truly desire and want to fertilize and create. 42. Yeah, harmony. We just want harmony at the end of the day. High Priestess. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. See? I ain't gonna say no more. I was laughing at discipline because before I even turned this video on to do your reading, I was kind of meditating on discipline and how discipline is true fucking freedom. There's some things that you know that you need to have integrity. It takes a hard work to keep our integrity up. And it's just what it is. But from that space, it gives you the true freedom of everything that your soul embodies and wants. And not being from the 3D bondage world. It's something way more than you and I can comprehend, but we know it to be true because we feel it through us. So this definitely feels like a very beautiful message. And yeah. So guys, thank you so much for coming to the channel. Appreciate your energy, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.